Bring you an update on a story we aired a year ago, last April. 1 year after a decorated active duty Air Force colonel of nearly 30 years was denied burial at Arlington National Cemetery over what the family calls a paperwork technicality, her family finally was able to lay her to rest, giving her the burial they believe she deserves. After 14 long months,
she got the full sort of military honors, the Air Force Band, the Air Force Honor Guard, 21-gun salute, bagpiper, bugler playing taps.
Colonel Tara Lunardi was finally laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery.
I think she would be happy.
But for Colonel Lunardi's family, husband Mark and mother Kathleen, the journey to this moment was a battle they didn't see coming.
I had to sue my daughter, basically, in her estate.
Which is ludicrous, and then I had to represent that side as the executor. It's insane.
We first met Mark and Kathleen back in April of 2024. At 48 years old, Tara had recently passed away from cancer. A decorated Air Force veteran of 27 years, one of her verbal and documented dying wishes to her family was to be buried at Arlington National Cemetery. The problem, not discovered until after her death, a DD-93 form, a standard Department of Defense emergency data document that Colonel Lunardi had originally filled out in July of 2023. That was before she was aware of the severity of her cancer diagnosis. It stated that she wanted to be buried at a different location. And it's this document that the U.S. Army, which manages Arlington National Cemetery, said prevented Colonel Lunardi from being buried at Arlington.
It's like they discounted the people and just looked at the paperwork.
The only path forward? A lengthy, expensive, and complicated legal process to change it.
I can't even describe the lengths we went to, the people we contacted, members of Congress, military leadership, Air Force lawyers trying to talk to Army lawyers, and it was just a brick wall all along.
The Army remained resolute. The only way to change the document was through the courts.
Keep your paperwork up to date. Keep your documentation up to date. You know, in this case, you had a form that was years old, one that was so routine she probably didn't even think about it when she re-signed it again in July of 23.
The family ultimately ending up in front of a judge at the Circuit Court in Prince William County, Virginia.
Her mom spent several $1,000s to hire an attorney, got a court order, and as I predicted, the judge even looked at us and said, "Why do they want me to do this?" And the attorney, he was great, explained it to him, and the judge very kindly said, "Okay, I got it," and signed the order.
The order required Kathleen to sue her daughter's estate.
The court document actually says Kathleen Unger versus Tara Lunardi.
And that felt, I can't even imagine I can't even describe how it felt when you want to sue your daughter and her estate to get something that she wanted.
It took another 6 months before Colonel Lunardi could be put on the schedule to be buried. We reached out to the U.S. Army following her burial. They sent us the following statement. Quote, "We were honored to lay to rest Colonel Tara Lunardi with full military funeral honors with escort at Arlington National Cemetery in Section 8. After all is said and done, the family had this message to the Army.
It's got to be a better way. It's just got to be. There's people behind the paperwork, and they need to remember that.
And now, with the bureaucratic battle finally behind them, Colonel Lunardi's family can begin to heal.
She's surrounded by the people that served before her, and she dedicated her entire professional career to the military, to taking care of folks, to protecting and defending the nation. And I can't think of a better place for her to be.